get you some money, you're gonna feel different.
Straight
It
up.
might, you might even, all that other advice I could have gave you, this the short version. Get you a couple dollars, man. You're gonna feel different.
Like with that puzzle, big shout out to SPI, Spotter Low. I'm in the black box, had to come through, tap in, show love one time. Yeah, y'all make sure y'all subscribe. Stay tuned, all that.
Rich Trapper,
Yes, sir. Yes,
Spotter
sir.
Low in the black box. This is our new podcast entitled TrapNdaBox.
Yes, sir. He not gonna tell you that he was just mad because I was sitting here quiet, but it wasn't that I was being antisocial. I was saving it for now. And look how the whole energy changed up.
I was not looking for him to socialize.
He was mad because I didn't say nothing. He mad.
I've met
Here
him
you go.
about
Here you go.
4 or 5
Here you
trips
go.
up and down stairs. I carried 3 bags of grip equipment, went back and got shit that I forgot. Dude did help me do a little adjustment to the equipment, but
Spider gonna say I'm not helpful.
Cause look, I'm from a distance, I've been looking at this dude somewhat as a superior in certain areas of intellect, because I know he's at least an equal. And I just assumed he had me edged out in certain areas, and technology was one of them. I was sadly mistaken.
I didn't have time, bro.
Okay.
I just gotta. Andrew, we here though.
No,
we here though. We here though.
And you see, I've been telling you it's gonna look less and less tacky,
Yeah.
y'all. It's gonna look a lot better next time you see us. This is TrapNdaBox episode 1.
Yeah, man.
Nothing super spectacular to announce about the format. We just gonna be podcasting.
We just gonna do it more consistent.
There we go. There we go, man. So what you been up to? We took a week off.
Kids graduated.
Yeah. Congratulations.
Co-valedictorians.
Wow.
STEM programs.
Wow.
Both of them in the STEM program. Both of them graduated with Magnet. Both of them graduated with the gifted and talented classes.
Wait, hold the fuck on. Keep going. Keep going,
So they're gonna rotate from that
going,
into junior high school, directly into the math and science. Go thumbs up. Yeah, go rotate directly.
Can we get some names, or we gonna keep that low?
No, that's on the
All right. Well,
feel me?
all my
I'm gonna put it like this though. They're gonna go to school with the little hats.
wow.
Yeah.
To my nephew and niece, Trap nephew and niece, congratulations.
Man,
Proud of
yeah,
y'all, man. Fuck it, let's get into it, man. What's been going on in these YouTube streets that spark your interest?
You want to start from the free world or from behind bars?
Man, I've been doing all the work for the hour of pre-production.
So look, all right. So let's go from behind bars to the free world.
All right.
What you got going on with Baby Braids, man?
I have absolutely nothing
Because they
going on with Baby Braids, free Baby Braids.
ODM Slim said that you made that call.
But that's the homie. Of
Yeah,
course,
shout out
had
to
I
ODM.
made that call, he would have never even toyed or joked with anything of that nature. What happened to have happened is, as long as Baby Braids been on YouTube,
Yeah.
I've been aware that one of my homies been up there with him. So
Same vacation spot, we'll call it.
they're right there. Yeah, yep. So we don't really play the internet when it comes to street things for real. So I've never, and my homie really don't. So I don't know who started the rumor that my homie did something to Baby Braids on my behalf. I don't know where ODM got that from, if he was just trolling, but that is absolutely untrue. My homie is up there though, right there with cuz at Free Eastbourne, Eastside. Oh, mama.
So they say don't even let me lie and say where I got it from, because I'll be all over the YouTube streets. But for those of y'all who don't know, Braids is incarcerated. He's doing 1 million years. Crazy number, you know what I'm saying? So God bless him and his situation.
Rest in peace to them non-affiliates that lost their life allegedly in that situation too.
Wait, what?
Yeah, I could be mistaken. I'm gonna put that disclaimer out there, but from my understanding, Braids is incarcerated for no members for some murders, and I don't believe any of the alleged victims, were affiliated with gangs at all.
Damn.
Yeah.
Rest in peace to them.
Yeah, rest in peace.
But Braids has been having his back and forth with people on the internet, and young Jefe is actually who reported it from the jail cell, and he said that Braids had just got into a situation where, you know what I'm saying, some Crips had got up on him. You feel me? That's where the situation stems from. And that Braids been kind of having a back and forth with the free world and in the penitentiary world for quite some time. And I just look at the situation like this. Number one, God bless everybody. I pray for everybody liberation because we free. You feel me? And we gonna stay free.
Right.
But looking at it from both angles, let's be messy podcasters for a second. Man, y'all ninjas is talking on jail phones about what is going on in jail. That is incredible.
Ever since they've hit the scene, that's been my thing. The first time I had any kind of dialogue back and forth with Braze and was considered as negative, go back and look at go put my name in the search for Baby Braze. My whole thing is like, what the fuck are you doing? Go do your time. But see, just remind you, my little homie was right up the road from him the whole time. So I know just from in general how you're supposed to program. And then it's like I just knew exactly where he was at. I knew that he wasn't conducting himself correctly for that climate. I've been known that. I don't know what actually happened to him in this situation, but I've just been fully aware of the climate where he was the whole time he's been doing this. And I knew it was considered out of pocket in general, but in specific, right where he was for
So
a long
why do you
time.
think he was able to make it last for so long though? Because this Brave's been in our space for a minute now.
Well,
Like he's a resident now. He's no longer a visitor.
I'm gonna tell you on the 180s, bro, people are slow to action when it's not a traditional violation. It's
Right.
not something we usually hear.
It's a gray area.
Gray area.
It's new.
And they was working with it.
Right.
And you know, things I believe just eventually came to a head.
And just too much talking.
Yeah.
Too much talking.
And I believe the homie in my name may have gotten mixed up in it because I've heard that Braves have been requested by the homies in general to stop speaking on the homies online
Right.
for months on.
Yeah, different communities have come out and say, hey, let's not talk about this. Let's cover certain things up. Let's maybe not show certain tattoos or whatever the case is because it's a general disrespect.
Correct.
And it is extremely interesting to be reporting from ground zero.
It blew my mind that they hit the scene and was doing what they was doing, especially talking about who did what to who. Like, they don't realize in game culture, being reminded of taking an L motivates you to want to go get a W. You don't, it's not like, I'm going to just say this. Always talking about that little shit you did. We don't say nothing about that big shit we did. We just see each other nod. And we know what it is. Rest in peace, neighborhood nip. Like I don't understand broadcasting who got over. Because first of all, especially when you keep coming to these platforms talking about what happened in neighborhood Crips and East Coasters, if we trying to keep tally on W's and L's, the homies done been terrorizing shit for ages. So you want to start highlighting and pinpointing a couple of L's and some of them are even hypothetical. I just didn't understand that whole genre at all.
Well, I look at it like this. He came in off the basis of it being the who's, implying the who is and who isn't. You feel me?
But he's super HK though. But who? Come on now, keep going.
I never thought about that.
Of course.
I've never thought about it right now, but that's ironic. But I'm gonna say it like this. I watch a few, I'm not gonna say I'll show you afterwards because they in jail. You feel me? But I watch niggas in jail. I watch a few jail channels. The most enjoyable ones, they just telling stories. You feel me? They just telling stories. Hey man, I'm not gonna say the same. This is what happened to me yesterday. This is what happened last week. This is what I ate today. They kind of giving you a more lived experience of what's going on, not necessarily antagonizing and embarrassing people through LA gang politics.
Right.
And I think that's kind of where Braves got caught up is you mistook. You can't tell people how to respond to disrespect. And you can't dictate someone's version of disrespect. So just because disrespect wasn't intended doesn't mean disrespect wasn't given. So that's what I'm gonna say about that.
That's true. But then I just think about the culture of violence behind the wall. I think this was some of the essence of the whole Monster Cody book. You might be a little too young.
I read that book.
You read it? But I don't know if you was aware of the politics of him being from where he's from.
Yeah.
And telling stories that included a lot of people.
With names.
From our side of the cloth. And the G homies, when I was coming up, the whole perspective was he didn't say nothing good about no neighborhoods. It's kind of like what they say about the lion and the hunter.
Right.
Whoever writes the story is
history is written by the victor or the perspective of.
Exactly. And that's kind of how I ended up before me and Jefe actually bumped heads when we were doing content together. Multiple occasions, I jokingly called him the new Monster Cody and told him, man, when I was coming up, the homies was like, man, Monster Cody didn't say nothing good about the homies in that book. And I'm telling him, you're doing that now in this space, bro. And he has reputable E-doubles, homies of mine, older than me, G niggas, that he was cool, cordial with outside of relationship with me, it was ironic when he came on and said, "Oh, you know, so." They have been begging him to cease these untrue negative reports. The main one they gave a black eye was there was the 4 Leaf got stabbed. That was so untrue. And one of my homies just happened to be a few doors down from 4 Leaf. But then the main one that offended the homies was he told a story about somebody from the East Coast allegedly having some vegetables shoved up they rectum in the county jail. So of course the homies did all their research. This don't exist. So the same nigga that he was extremely cordial with, I'd have been on 3-ways with, I kind of developed some respect for him because he on the phone with these niggas. They telling him, cuz, we were trying to figure out, cuz, you need to go in there and clear that up. For months and months, he refused. This is how I finally made the statement, like, if we gonna play like that, bro, I could have been said such and such about Cody. It wasn't me. That was the essence. So I never understood why people feel like they need to come on here. And I'll tell you, I was raised from a young crip, and I understand why Monster Cody felt the need to write a book and tell that. That's always been our thoughts about that from the other side. Like that was unnecessary.
Well, I'm gonna say this. I'm from what we were saying to where we are now in the conversation. I think that is interesting that Braze and Ant are utilizing their time the way they're utilizing it from the jail currently by way of like sending these shots at one another. And from just let's look at it just from a neutral perspective. This shit looks crazy. Like if I were to tell you in 2022, man, it's gonna be 2 niggas in jail. One gonna be in the pen with an iPhone. The other one gonna have a free phone in the LA County jail. And one is gonna watch YouTube because he got an iPhone. The other one's gonna listen to YouTube, and they're gonna go back and forth. You would have looked at me like, nigga, you're retarded.
Oh my!
You would have like, bro, get you some help. You would have been calling. Right. You would have been calling my people like, hey, come get this nigga.
You're so right. I still don't believe what I'm seeing. I'm seeing it, and I don't believe it, bro.
I think that this is what I've learned from my own experiences. Everything you can and say on that phone will be used against you. So as a younger individual, I've made a mistake of saying what I wanted to do to somebody on that phone, and I've had those transcripts used against me in open court and added to my conviction.
That's deep.
It is added to my conviction. So when I see people doing this with open, and mine was just selling some weed. You feel me? That's it. I said I was gonna whip out the nigga that snitched on me. That's an admission of selling weed.
Right. Oh, okay.
So that's how they got me. You feel me?
Who phone was hot?
I'm on the jail phone saying,
oh yeah, you tripped.
Yeah, I tripped. You know what I'm saying? Young, dumb mistake, whatever. But that's it. I'm telling the judge, no, it's personal use. And then I'm on the phone, this bitch ass nigga told me I'm trapping, and it's now, wait, hold on, personal use, nigga. You just said that you were gonna whip this nigga.
And they caught you up like that. Yeah.
And now my defense is gone.
Right, of course.
So I just would imagine that when being charged potentially for a violent crime or being accused of a violent crime, there wouldn't be any violent communication on the phone.
Definitely concur. But what about that? Even taking it a step further and amending your statement, the one individual had 2 scenarios, 2 examples, Brick Bay and Loose Cannon, where he made commentary anti them doing, if not similar, if not the exact same thing, very similar. He might have beat out both of them with the fact that his charges are a tad bit more serious than the others. And he literally placed himself at the scene of a crime. I can't help but think of Mrs. Sadia, you know, fucked up. I can't help but think of that, bro.
My one statement to that, because I've thought about that a lot. And then I'll say this too. I know that because I'm a preface with this. It's YouTubers you don't like, it's YouTubers I don't like. You like something that I don't, I like something that you don't. And I'm not gonna say that Ant is my best friend, but I went to his daughter's birthday party. I met his mother, I met his baby mom. It's a lot of love in that room. It's not, and I'm gonna just leave it like that. It's
black people.
It's a lot, but nigga, it's a lot of love in that room, fool. It's a lot of love in that room.
All right,
niggas got to think about that before they get on the fucking phone. It's a lot of love in that room, and I always say this because now that it's public, you know, his brothers is going through what his brothers is going through.
I'm clueless.
One is in jail, one got popped. So, man, yo mama don't deserve that. I don't wish that on nobody. And that's my biggest statement towards it. And I get that people might not like me or want whatever, blah, 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 that's cool. But as a moment of just being a grown man, my heart goes out to that nigga's mother. And and a real grown man, whatever, I'm not saying every night, but I have been like, hey God, man, look over that one.
I
Because
mean,
we know what it's like for our mamas to feel that feeling.
hey, bro, there's no way in hell I can ever try to like combat or go against that. I love my mother, you know.
So even if it's fuck the nigga, the mama don't deserve it.
Yeah, definitely.
And that's my statement.
None of all, we all have taken our mothers. You're right.
We take our mamas through
You're
stupid
right.
stuff because they don't sign up for this stupid shit we do.
But even with that being
But you gotta
said,
stay off the phone, folks.
true. And with that being said, you're dealing with somebody who don't care about nothing but what the text said. So, you know, sometime when you have a lack of priorities, you have life teaches you lessons in different ways. And if you actually are only concerned with what the check say, then there's some lessons to be learned. I taught myself through growth and maturity that Baymax had to morph into more than the M meaning money. It just was something I was no longer comfortable with. And I'm not even the Baymax founder. So I don't know what anybody else who still cares about Baymax is thinking, but money is not enough for me. So the M is mobile.
Let me ask you this question. What if this is his alternative to, while being incarcerated, still being able to provide financially for his family? Does it, even though we don't agree with the tactics, but it's the same concept of the poor man who stole bread to feed his family?
Well, I mean, immediately I'm about to say this. You and I both know how algorithm YouTube in the 21st go. It's not time to have to panic and do that.
Right.
If you're really trying to do the best thing for your children and your family, it's doing the best thing you can do to preserve your freedom and give yourself the best chance you could possibly have to be out here and be the king on the chessboard. And being careless and loose tongue on that phone, no matter how bad you would love to justify it because you're friendly toward him and his family, is
No, you gotta stay off the phone.
that does not best serve his overall.
There's no excuse for the phone.
No, none at all. Especially when you're documented on camera saying this yourself about loose cannon at least.
And this is what I'll also say too. And this is not a shot at Braze. This is, I don't know you. I don't have no personal towards you, no blah, blah. This is just a hard look at the reality. And you don't have 200 years. You have a fighting chance. Braze has to work, unfortunately, on an appeal. Nigga, you still have a fighting chance. Go fight that. Go fight that. You arguing with a nigga who essentially by the court system has already took the L. You ain't took the L.
Not only has he argued with Braves, he's argued with J Hood, he's argued with the formerly known Buster Bag Rose, used to be Infant Asthma.
I missed that one.
Yes, he's allowing almost any and everybody to get him out of character, and he's displaying concern for what all these people have to say that don't matter at all.
You gotta beat your case, bro.
I don't know what he's tripping on.
Okay, I'll say this too, though. Nigga, you done been mad in jail before, and I done been mad in jail before. We just didn't have YouTube. Because I'm gonna speak for myself. YouTube, when I was going to jail, I'm gonna catch another sentence. I'm for sure catch another case because I'm done. You feel me? I'm cocky, I'm arrogant, I'm in jail. It's a kind of a bravado, that goes with this. I'm being viewed a certain type of way. My rep is getting up. You feel me? I'm blah, blah, blah this, blah, blah, blah that. It looks cool to the 99% of people who watch this that actually don't participate in street conduct. Now I'm validated. You feel me?
I mean, all the reasons somebody do something that's goofy are there.
Yeah.
It doesn't declassify it as goofy. That's all I'm saying.
We just got to do better, man.
Indeed.
Because I'll say this. We kind of a segue into the next topic. I was talking to Kev Mac this morning. Shout out to Kev Mac. And I said something to him that I've never said before, and you're going to look at me kind of crazy when I say it. This week, I was embarrassed to be an LA podcaster.
Wait, hold on. I gotta get right up, or I gotta memorize where my buttons at.
Because I need to look right into the camera. Do we need to cue this for you?
I just had to.
Wait, Cam,
Explain, clarify as to
this
why.
Is Rich Trapper coming to you guys in a moment of vulnerability. This week, I took my Dodger hat off and I sat in the shower and I cried quietly.
Damn.
Cried quietly because I be put toes out. You look stupid.
You look dumb as fuck. And the main reason you say that, like, what did you not appreciate seeing the most from the coach?
Compton Rick Rocc let me down.
Mm.
I don't personally care for Compton Rick Rocc and the things that he does online. Off camera, I think that Compton Rick Rocc can be a really good dude. Off camera. Because I've spoken to him off camera. We've had off camera conversations, but I also see how he clicks on camera. Your on camera persona affects off camera decisions. So the Spoety face situation. If you didn't call Spoety face a buster, you for sure threw it into the air to where it could land upon him, because if you wasn't talking about Spoety face calling somebody a buster, why you didn't put an address on that envelope? See, when people get to talking to the air, that's like when you come into the room and say, man, I'll whoop everybody in here. It's always going to be one nigga. So what's up? Like,
I didn't bit before.
Yeah, because I didn't bit before. Because like, what's happening there? You feel me? Because you talking to the air. But then when you say, all right, well, let's go outside. 911, he's bothering. Come on, fool. Like, your name is Compton Rick Rocc with 2 C's. So your whole everything.
Where do the 2 C's go?
Compton Rick.
No, it's only on one. This ain't on Rick and Rock. And I
always thought that it was on both.
For a long time, I thought it was too, but it's only on Rick or Rock. He don't put the 2 C's on both of them.
Okay, I have no idea then.
Yep.
But you antagonizing, and here go the thing, like I'm saying, and this is a thought that I've been having. And I like the fact that it's an age gap between us, so you can tell me if I'm tripping. I might be looking at it from a young buck.
Definitely.
I think that the 50 and up class on YouTube be tripping. I think that generation causes more problems than we do.
Now, give me a roll call of
Loose
5 people.
Well, I'll say 45 and up.
Okay.
Loose Cannon, 600, Whack, and now Rick Rocc.
Well, Rick
Rocc's known to stir things up behind the scenes and hide his hand. Rick Rocc always got something negative to say about LA. He don't never get in Compton politics.
Oh yeah, I see you talk to Kevin.
but I've been saying it before Kevin Mack. Let me not say before, but before I seen that video, I've always said, why do you hate the homies?
Well, I want to make it clear that before you and Kevin Mack, in my assessment, had anything to say about it, I, on behalf of Brick Baby, jumped in between Rick Rocc and Brick Baby.
I remember.
On the scene.
I remember.
I felt foolish in the long run because of the way Brick Baby ended up playing in the long run, but I was part of that concern or interest or curiosity as to why it seemed a certain way toward, a certain geographical area when it comes to Rick Rocc. Shout out Compton Rick Rocc, though. Compton Rick Rocc is one of the individuals in this space that motivated me to stick to what my natural inclination would be and to maximize my investment in equipment. I remember one time I was in a Guitar Center blowing a little bag, and you know how you grab this shit and you start like, damn, my balance, my total. If I get this and that, everything out of my mind, so you start nitpicking. And I was buying mics. There's another version of this mic that is almost half. And instead of getting this one, I got the half version. So I would have just a few more down. I did a lot more damage than I had intended when I went in there. And I remember I was leaving, got in the car, and Rick Rocc just happened to call me. And I know he into this shit too. He's like, what you doing? I'm like, doing this. I just have a car I got this, that, and the other. And I showed him with Mike. He talked me back into going back.
And by the room.
Yeah, on God.
So this is my response to that. Why we not getting that type? It's me being 36 years old. Rick Rocc being over 45. Why I'm not getting that type of game from you? Why every time I look up at you, it's some BS?
Rick Rocc, somebody told me they saw a video you recently saying to the general audience, hey, you ain't got to go invest in no cameras and da-da-da-da-da. Just use your cell phone, da-da-da-da-da. I don't sure if that's exactly what he said. That was a sentiment, but I was shocked to hear that you said that based on how you motivated me to go get the best I always can at each level. If you can't get it, you can't get it. But he always basically like, fuck the SPR, you might as well get the money, gonna be gone eventually. And you would rather have what you prefer than wish you would have spent your money. So I respected that. And Rick Rocc, maybe you should include some of your tips to your success more so in your content.
What I would like to see out of all now let's just talk about it from a grown perspective now. What I would like to see I'm gonna start off with this. It ain't even no reason why my mouth should be so comfortably reckless with these dudes that are 2 to 3 generations, sometimes older than me. You know I got more respect than that. You've seen me exercise. But I talk to them like they less than my peers. I shouldn't even be comfortable talking to you like
why do you feel comfortable
because just because you older don't make you grown. If you don't be a grown kid. So in one video, I'm using Rick Rock for the example. And this ain't nothing towards, whatever, but it's everything towards however you're gonna take it, because I did say what I say. In one video, you telling me, hey man, y'all stop making videos about all this gang stuff. We need y'all killing each other and blah, blah, blah. And then shit, I'm over here faded off a blunt, smoking, eating my mushrooms, like, yep, it's making some sense right now. And then, but then look, accountability. Shit, I'm tripping. I'm over here getting into it with this nigga. If you ain't peep, I low keeping out the algorithm from getting into it with niggas.
I applaud you with that.
You feel me? But that's paying attention to shit that you say, shit that Rick Rock say, shit that, what I'm saying, Kev Mac might drop on all the OGs is telling me little shit. All right, bro, I'm gonna put it in my pocket. And then I'm watching niggas make content about shit that's not about me specifically, but the shoe fits, so I gotta wear it. How I'm gonna dress to change if I don't acknowledge my fuck up. And then so I see Rick Rock do this shit, and then I turn around, and then you calling niggas busters. And then not only is niggas busters, okay, now you're trying to get that issue out. Now you kind of like fake snitching, fake talking gunplay. And then whether you saying you did or whether you saying you didn't, you not saying that you not on no whack 100 game plan or going about it. You feel me? Like, come on, fool. Where does keeping it just solid come in at?
My ability to really tap in on this is limited because that was a period of time. You were familiar with the period. Everybody is, whether they know what I did at the time. The 3 dots on the side of a YouTube
You say, I
video.
want to fuck with you niggas.
Everybody was in everybody. So it caused me to be able to tap into a whole nother diverse, even though the numbers suffered, I felt like Jesus walked with Kanye. Even if it take away from my spins, I hope it take away from my sins. That's what my mind frame. I sit over here be lonely.
You bought some peace.
Indeed. And so I don't really know all the things that you're referring to that Rick Rock made.
You know what happened last week with Spoety Face. You know that he called Spoety Face a buster or alluded to
No. I've seen the aftermath. I saw what Spoety Face did, but I did not see it start, and I don't know exactly what.
Let's even talk from what you seen Spoety Face did.
Okay.
Do you think that warranted Rick Rock response by insinuating any type of gunplay or anything outside of a fake?
No, indeed not. I did a reaction and I said as much. I don't know why guns came up whatsoever. I did not understand. I just lack of understand. I'm ignorant. Shout out to Cali's finest. I am ignorant to
that statement
as to why guns came up. I was kind of lost.
I got it. What's up with that? Because the image that so now let's talk about what we do know. That's not the image of Compton Rick Rock that's been portrayed. That's you kicking it with whack. And now you kind of like sounding like your homie. Like maybe bad habits is rubbing off on you.
Well, this is what I see from Rick Rock in general. Rick Rock, independent, up and coming, tried to be a rapper, get in the game like everybody.
Did he?
Yeah, he was a rapper.
I never knew that.
Oh, he had a whole campaign called Ain't No Bumping.
So why you don't, okay, not even being disrespectful, what you so worried about what's going on the west side of Slauson and Vernon and Crenshaw, what you so focused on that for when that was your campaign? But how is that your campaign and what you did this week, fool? That ain't the same person?
The story about the bandana and the trash can is connected to his disdain.
The story that he swears to God didn't happen, but we all know it's true.
True. Yeah, I'm not here to slander anyone, but
the story that he went on the internet and swore didn't happen. It was like, it ain't no video, but we know how it go because you scrubbed the internet of it and we all know what happened and we all know you had the behind the scene calls. That's why we can't find it because politics prevailed as they always do.
And that was motivated in general by he was disappointed in the way it ain't no Bompton, Crip saying Bompton and bowing down to this new wave. He was not marking out on his Crip and I'm scared of this. He was basically, I'm fed up with this watered down version. He just over displayed, from an artistic standpoint.
I get it. But you did that.
Yeah, and I would have, he shouldn't have did that.
Nobody's bigger than the program.
And I weaponized it against him. It was me. I'm the one who did it, bro. Yeah, oh, my mama. Okay. It was back then, but I did it in the coldest way ever. I didn't do it online. Eventually, I bitched it online, but the first time, shout out to Compton Rick Rock, it's just historical, bro. The first time I mentioned Compton Rick Rock, we on a 3-way with me, another nigga from Nutty Block, and some other niggas that's trying to mediate some shit with BG Knockout. I didn't really know Rick Rocc at the time. And Rick Rocc, we talking, we going back and forth without being very belligerent when Knockout name came up, because in my assessment, facts is he was doing whole shit. So I'm respecting everybody else who's on the phone, but every time they mention there should be some type of mutual concession.
You want to go on?
What? Hey, cuz did bitch shit, and I'm putting extras on whole shit, bitch shit. I know it's irritating the niggas from
But
nothing. I'm doing it because it's a fact. So I remember Rick Rocc, he was like, hey, homie, check it out, homie. You roaring up and all that, homie. I'm just trying to get at you on some crib shit. Without fluctuating my tone, without getting upset. I said, hey, homie, I could have swore
you the nigga
I just saw that nigga went through the roof. I believe it there because it went way
Were you
far.
mad at me because you threw your bandana away?
What?
So taking it back to my point. I'm not even saying that
Shout out Cop the Rick Rocc, just as history.
I'm not even saying that his age, he should be outside going to hood days or performing. I'm not even saying anything like that. What I am saying is, you, as me looking at it, me speaking for myself, I'm looking at you and the things that you can teach about technology and how to make the space better and all that, you substitute for arguing with Spoety Face. And I'm not going to blame you for Spoety Face's page being taken down because we all accountable for our own actions. But
wait, what page is taken down?
Spoety Face page gone. YouTube. Yeah, YouTube.
You lying.
Man.
Wait.
Right hand to it.
Which one of these say what the hell? I don't want to put my glasses on.
Right there.
This one?
Yup.
What the hell? Oh my God, no way.
3 strikes, you're out of here.
But this is like his third or every time he almost get going. And this the first time he really got going, but they always do it.
So I'm not going to blame Rick Rocc for getting his page taken down. But what I am going to say to this, and Rick Rocc, this is my expectations of you. This ain't your expectations of you. This is what I think. You feel me? You are always preaching this black OG, I'm better than you. When things get too hot for you, it's always, oh, y'all better stop making this kind of content. When you start getting them phone calls, when pressure start building up on you, it's, oh, y'all better stop. But you pushing niggas to detriment. Now, Spoety Face is accountable for Spoety Face. Period, point blank. That's the root of it. But as now, with even the age gap between me and you get what I'm saying, where I'm looking at an older nigga like, oh, you just gonna push on me in a detriment on some low-key, little slick jail games. Okay, I see what you did there. So it make it hard for now me to talk to you like you the nigga whose age you are when I'm watching you play jail games.
I got a warning. A little birdie tapped me on my shoulder today.
Hey, and I'm not gonna say it on camera. I'll tell you, yeah, leave that alone.
Yeah, little birdie told me Cartoon Fire Trey is trying to take my channel and strike it. I could not believe it. He's calling into level 4 prisons to niggas who ain't seen the streets in 30 years, crying about little old me. I tap out. I'm gonna leave you alone. I ain't teeth and tongue tune. I'm through. It's over with. Well, I no more problems for me. Quit telling on me, cuz you ain't gotta call and tell YouTube on me. That's telling. As kids when we was outside playing, we come in the house, our auntie said, "Oh, come here and tell it. Want to hear that tattletale shit?" So even though it ain't the streets, it ain't snitching, it's telling. What are you telling for? You going to tell? Come on, I quit. I won't say nothing else. I promise. I didn't know y'all niggas gonna tell.
Wait, so he already hit you with a strike?
No, but a little birdie tapped me on the shoulder.
You got a strike. You got
let
a strike.
me know he's intending. No, I'm not gonna pending or anything. I haven't done anything to warrant one. But he is so displeased with whatever content I created in regards to him. I've been made aware he's been attempting for quite some time to serve me with one. But I haven't done anything to warrant one, but just the fact that crossed his mind. I've been as involved in this trolling shit as anyone involved, bro. It never crossed my mind to strike nobody's shit. That's for whack. Whack do that type of shit.
We've never seen that in our space until he came into it.
Bro, it's telling. Okay, no, it's telling. If me and you was outside playing cops, robbers, ding dong ditch, whatever, and another cousin running and tell, bro, we don't fuck with him.
Yeah.
It don't have to be no gang bangs. Nigga, you was a tattletale. We don't fuck with tattletales. So we all engaging in whatever we want to call this. You throw blows, take blows.
So let me ask you this. can you say for sure that cartoon is intending to strike your page?
No, I said I heard. And
Okay.
if indeed that is true, white flag, like what the fuck, man? White
There it go.
flag.
There it
Oh
goes.
man, man, that's
Y'all clip this. Be squashed.
yeah, it's
Y'all
over with,
clip
bro. Like, man, if that's bro, I know I play rough, but it's crazy because in this arena, cartoon long ago, seeing me have to spar with others when we were extremely friendly, he the one told me that motherfuckers can't fuck with you with this. And then for him to do this, get it. Our whole interaction started off with him in the him talking about me in a boxing match with my name and me getting his comments and our rapport getting off to a rocky start initially. And I was the one to exercise maturity to be the bigger man. Because he was in Alabama, he was older. I don't know what he thought his impression of me was. I don't know if he thought like, oh, he's close, like he must think we like enemies. So I tapped into his section to make his section tap him on the shoulder way in Alabama to get us on the three-way to work this out amicably, squash it. It's been over with.
Gentleman-like.
Gentleman-like. We
Yeah.
developed such an awesome rapport up until then. I really admire him, appreciated him for this one gesture. Shout out my nigga Magic from 88.
Shout out to Magic. Good
Yeah,
dude. Yeah.
I'm cordial friendly with Magic through the
Mr.
process.
King of the Air Maxes.
Okay. Me and him, relationship is restored after 15 years.
Oh, Marine going?
After being about to clash, after 15 years of a build-up, and even though him and Cartoon is homies, Cartoon was standing firm on my side of the issue, bro. When Cartoon made the transition into Christianity, I was his loudest, most active supporter, bro.
Mhm.
He calls me about any and everything under the sun. Not only has it been his pledge from the beginning to not get involved in anything local,
Yeah, you don't get out of LA politics.
he also just got baptized, and now you just made an announcement, you're not dealing with any of this at all. I'm having an issue with Auntie Jefe. There is a reason why I said everything I said about everybody that I spoke on. And it was tit for tat, like gangbanging is. You come get one of ours, we trying to get 10 of yours. You kill my little homie, I want your G homie. So there was a series of an individual from Monster Cody Hood speaking over months and months about my homies, and I returned the favor.
Y'all know where that
And
went.
here come my partner. Instead of calling me, he's calling Auntie Jefe. He's calling Kev Mack. We had just spent over an hour on the phone days before this discussing you, everybody else. Like, I just couldn't believe
Hey,
it.
hopefully I was talking good about
No,
me.
I'm not.
Y'all like,
not
damn, what you on my head for? What I do?
not you in particular, but our
But no,
whole.
yeah, our whole sector.
And so I just did not understand why he. This is exactly what he's supposed to do. Hey man, Spider-Man, I've just seen the videos of a monster, man. I ain't never heard no shit like that, man. That's my partner, man. Where you get that from, man? I ain't feeling that. That's exactly what he's supposed to do. When he chose to do something other than that and go against not only his newly found Christianity, it's also his pledge to stay out of local and not say nobody local one. And our friendship to go online and do that, I just was like, fuck it. I had little understanding of concern moving forward. But if you are trying to take my channel, I quit. Tap out, bro.
I would like to see that. And again, everybody's grown. Y'all gonna do what y'all want to do. And I'm gonna stay out of grown folks' business. But I would like to see you and Cartoon maybe be able to sit down one day if possible.
Definitely possible.
If possible.
Definitely
If possible.
Cartoon has this address.
Yeah.
Cartoon was one of them. He was out of town. So I let him know I was eager. Auntie Jefe has his address. These are people I was eager to break bread with. So like,
But maybe it don't gotta even be a no. Maybe just a not right now.
It's definitely not at this current moment. We got an opportunity to get on the phone once because one of my G homies had a separate issue with Cuz. And he knew that I could get in touch with him.
Yeah.
And he asked me to patch them in. And they were proposing to actually get in the ring because he didn't like what this, that's some whole other Alabama. It had nothing to do with me.
Above my pay grade.
Yes, but the fact that I was on the phone, Cartoon could not ignore me. He wanted to put me into the deal, and instead of me That's when I lost my maturity because I ain't got nothing to do with this. I'm not interested in talking to you at this time. I just happen to be patching you into another nigga that's your age.
Right.
And you trying to bring this shit in and it went up. It went up. It went up. And that was it went up. And we haven't communicated since, but he's made multiple attempts to communicate to other men about me as if my daddy couldn't talk to me, my nigga. My daddy is 6'5", 270 solid. Could never tell me shit. Love you little fucks. There's not a man in the world you could call cartoon. I am the man for you to call. You should have called your partner. You calling the wrong people, bro.
Well, God willing, y'all can make that cool. But let me ask you this question. What do you think about what I said about the 45 and up crowd causing more problems than the young niggas on YouTube?
You hit it on the head, but I don't know if everyone that you mentioned is responsible as much as the key core guy, Whack. I think a lot of it, even the other names you named, some of those only issues is with him.
Right.
And he has issues with these people. He's the worst example of what you explained. Let me put it like that.
If Rick Rocc would have never said anything about Spoety Face's conversation or anyone alleging anyone's issues with Whack, it wouldn't have been no issue.
My thing with Rick Rocc and Whack, and I don't know.
They homies though.
But, and I don't know if it's by 100% genuine choice. There was a time, and I saw, who was it? Somebody covered it, but I mentioned it when Rick Rocc was
on Whack's head and talking disrespectful about Whack.
And Whack got very incriminating.
Mm-hmm.
So he
I ain't gonna bring it up because
he might be by the balls, and who
want to be talking about his bedroom activities and all that kind of stuff. Not a GPS play, but the message.
11s and the amounts and quantities and and it was like,
yep, I remember
a eureka moment. Like he just I didn't start filling in blanks and
yeah, because Rick Rocc be over there in the spot over there in that warehouse. Wookie Bam,
guess who seen
him in there? Yeah. He started, and you was doing security and all. I'm like, damn, what? So is it safe to say by assumption, because it ain't no facts in this, you feel me? We just assuming. It's a gentle extortion into a person.
I mean,
you making him be your friend.
I'm not gonna rule that out.
Remember that, because there was a lot of talk about them warehouses and fake security, and now it's all over YouTube. We ain't putting out no new information. They was talking about it on Clubhouse, and they put all that Clubhouse shit right on YouTube.
Bro,
yeah.
So that's why it's hard for me. But I see what everybody see. You don't talk about what? And, without knowing that one thing, hey, I will be immediately quick to jump on that bandwagon.
Trap News Network investigative report coming soon. I got y'all. Don't trip.
Yeah, I will be quick to jump on that bandwagon. However, I have to consider everything that I know relevant, and I can't rule that out. That may influence Rick Rocc.
Man, Rick Rocc, I'm gonna just say this. In the words of Big U, the 600, choose your friends more carefully. You feel me? Learn from it. Let me ask you this, man.
Yeah, please do.
What you got going on Figg?
On Figg?
With them guys over there in them orange couches.
Oh, man, they acting real childish, man. They acting real childish. But it's crazy, once again, it's the product of haterism. Trying to find out Auntie Jefe was in Smack DMs trying to convince him that I'm a Hoover hater or I was this. I like when it comes to gang affiliation. I didn't know it was rocket science.
Goodness gracious. So it's not YouTube shit that I thought it was.
I'm still clueless. This is what I've heard. I find it highly ironic that anyone would be surprised that there may have been an occasion where I said something derogatory about Hoover. That blows my mind. And then for Smack to take umbrage, shout out Damian Porter. For Smack to take umbrage over this T-Rail, and Smack's not even from Hoover.
But I'll say this. I've caught Smack, they do their dance or they do the rolling, they do the whatever afterwards. I've caught him in mid dance in real life at the back on Figg show. And he kind of like looked at me and I kind of looked at him. And it was like, oh shit. Like,
what, doing the dance?
Yeah. But
they rock together.
But no, it's your habit though.
Yeah, right.
And then I'm a body slam Smack. Like, well, come on, bro. Like, nobody's tripping. This is a podcast event. Nobody's here for that. But who would be surprised that while doing your Hoover stump, you did that?
Right.
You feel me?
Right.
And you stopped yourself, and it was an immediate like, like, oh shit, my bad. I should be doing this right now. And then, okay, whatever. So what you say in your personal conversations between you and whomever you're speaking to was not made public. It wasn't made for public consumption. So to kind of push that by way of making it a negative is kind of odd,
corny.
And then to turn around and have Brick Baby or Spoety Face or whomever else on your platform knowing that you do certain dances is counterproductive and it's hypocritical.
And this is the thing. I respect back on Figg, T-Rail, and Smack as being pioneers in a new industry that we all are interested in being in.
For sure.
I don't think of them in a gang sense whatsoever. So it's like, even if I was dissing anybody,
podcasters.
Yeah, and I don't look at them like that. I don't take umbrage with the fact that he took umbrage with my alleged statements that I haven't been able to confirm that I made or not.
But then I don't think it can't be that because Spoety Face was on there and it's in the name with that nigga. Should you know the name? You feel me? Really that where it's at.
Oh yeah, yeah.
So I think it's more personal to you.
I believe.
I think they just know like you.
No, I know. No, Smack was my guy. Like he didn't press people for bringing my name up on that platform negatively and put them in their place. This is what it is. Subu moving and grooving, and Auntie it crying and making it a sense of now loyalty.
You got dirty politics.
Yeah, that politics.
You got dirty politics. How do you get dirty politics in the free world?
By auntie, when you get an auntie out here, aunties are very persuasive. I love all my aunties, all my mama. I'm just saying. You know,
what would it take for you to get y'all issue out the way? What if he came home and was like, man, let's just do a boxing match to get it out the way, and then that'd be that. With that,
I am oblivious to what people assume a boxing match does to a person who has an issue with another man. That
so he's gonna fight and stay mad.
No, I don't even understand. Like, fighting at the age of 50 is not a resolution to anything other than survival.
True.
Or being attacked, in my assessment.
Right.
Now, people who train for sport, I respect, and I can appreciate seeing two people match their skills to try to beat each other. But I think it's animalistic, barbaric. It lacks intelligence to feel like I have a difference of thought with the individual. It's not impulsive. He's not right here. I want to figure out we can handle this. Getting together, take an opportunity to physically harm on each other. We're going to come to an understanding through that.
Somebody's going to leave matter to what they came.
This is an ignorant, stupid, dumb thought I keep hearing over and over again. You're never going to get me to say, yeah, that man, I don't like him. Hey, let's get together and plummet each other and let's be cool. That is retarded, slow-tarded, stupid talk to me. I don't get it whatsoever. So, anybody that has any desire in their heart to harm me, oh, do you know the thoughts I have of you? I don't care if you want to give me action that's freely harming you too. If you want to hurt me, you have no idea what I think of you.
So could y'all get back and forth with a conversation? Is that open? Are the doors of that church open?
Definitely.
Okay.
Anything that makes sense, I am open to.
I can take that.
If it doesn't make sense, I'm not interested. And I'm also not interested in attempting to establish this. These are things I've already done with Auntie. If you go look on my community tab right now on YouTube, I never deleted it. I made sure to.
Why do you keep calling him Auntie?
It's just so clever. I think he's so feminine in ways, the way he runs his mouth. You only have to put one letter if you go with aunt. Just put you. Guess who's the aunt? You. And that's it. When he was calling me Spud, wah, wah, wah.
So he called you what?
Spud low.
Like a potato?
Is that what it is? I had no idea. I didn't know if I would be offended, but it was so boo-boo. But the next couple of days,
I called you a potato. Okay, I guess that's only, or maybe not. That's the only thing I could think of.
I think he was just defeated and just, how a nigga do like one of these punches.
Let me ask you this. And then I even take
you didn't answer my question.
What's the question? I'm sorry.
The
swim bagger?
Yeah, like
the swim bagger? Yeah.
That's what that was. Yeah, but go ahead.
Including even myself, because, I'm known to be on bullshit. I'm exempt from the bullshit. What do you think it would take for LA to get on one accord in this podcasting space? I would simply say this. I don't see it happening because we can all agree what's right and what's wrong. And then one person will always be able to be pulled to the side, and for an amount of money, will be able to convince to be what's wrong. And they'll always say, "Oh, well, bro, he looking out for me, looking out for me." It'll always be an excuse being made. So I don't really got no faith in niggas. I think that everybody should just do the right thing when nobody's watching and then go for it from there. Fuck trying to link up, fuck trying to click up, fuck trying to be cool with everybody. Stay out of my way and I'll stay out of yours.
In the future, I think the style should be you ask the question and then you let me land, then you give your answer. Because I basically hate to say me too.
Okay, my bad.
And I think that's the model for the world.
Yeah.
That's why us as people can get on the same accord outside of LA podcasting. The LeBron James, why aren't the LeBron Jameses of the world more vocal and outraged about Carmelo Anthony and the
Texas
silence
shit, bro.
and
That's
child
shit.
shit and the North Carolina shit? As much as I detest Cardi B's presence in our culture, she deserves one of these, man. She finally made me appreciate her. Thank you, because you do have influence and you spoke out, and there should be a lot more people echoing her sentiments on these situations.
You know, it's crazy. I did a video on the Carmelo thing, maybe 100 views. Same day, talked about all the bullshit, couple thousand.
What's your thoughts on that?
They'll tell us all y'all do is talk about negativity. All y'all do is talk about negativity. So all kind of shit on my page that y'all just don't watch.
Exactly.
The comments at certain point, y'all got to take accountability at this point. Because you can tell me all the time, well, all you do is talk about drama. All you do is talk about drama. I am one of the few people in our sector that actually reported on that case with that young man in Texas, and maybe 100 of you watched.
So did I. I may have 3 or 4 videos, and I'm not gonna lie, they did escalate in views as the case went on. But when I was bringing awareness before he got found guilty in the trial, yeah, I think I got the first video still is at less than 500 views. Yeah, but free Carmelo Anthony.
Make a video right now that says, I've been stocked out rich trapper.
Oh, it's gonna go up.
First hour, you at 50,000.
No, you definitely
going crazy, bro.
What's your thoughts on the fact that they keep talking about? I keep seeing this, bro. You said something about small hats earlier. I saw a dude walking, a reporter following him, and he's talking about how pleased he is in the sentence. And this is how he's telling the story. Yeah, he got to know. He got asked to move, and he stopped him. That's. What do you think about the media in a big broad stroke skipping past a child with no authority over another child, giving an order? Now, in no compliance, instead of you going to find a staff member or an adult, you then, admitted by everybody, attempted to physically remove this person. Why does the phrase "keep your hands to yourself" not come up whatsoever, my brother?
Because when you are trying to dehumanize, you know why we don't feel bad about eating a pig or a cow or a chicken?
Ooh,
you want to know why? Because we don't. Because who cares? It's a chicken. So it's not a human. There's no soul there. You don't think anything about it. You don't care. It's dinner. So as long as they keep treating us like dinner, nobody ever feel bad, because you feel bad if you eat your dog because you love that dog. That you take that dog on walks. When you sick the dog up under your bed, you feel me? You love your dog. Nigga, the pig don't even come in the house. Mic drop.
Yeah, I mean, to be honest, I think we're pretty close to the hour that we up in the 50s, man. It's episode 1, TrapNdaBox.
Shout out to ODM. Shout out to
ODM Slim. Shout out to Crip Mac,
Since
man.
we in the 50s.
Yeah, we in the 50s, and our mind frame is an hour. We may go slightly under, slightly over at any given time. We're going to build the show out. It's going to be a little more than just dialogue. We may have call-in guests. We may have something interesting to pull up to dissect, but we are committed to being here once a week for y'all. TrapNdaBox is the title. Y'all know what it is, man. Y'all do me a favor, keep it facts over feelings, keep it a Google, and be about your marathon at all costs. And I'm gonna let the homie take us out.
And make sure y'all tap in with me, Trap News Network, on everything. And big shout out to Junkie Cartel, man. Big shout out to the homie. You know what I'm saying? Catch him. He's at on Melrose, right by Marathon Burger, 2 to 6. He'll be out there on the table.
And we're gonna take the black box outside one day. You gotta take me. We gotta go to
Yeah,
Marathon.
we're gonna go to Marathon Burger for sure.
All right.
We go get a Rockstar Burger. It's a chicken sandwich. No, it's vegetarian. You don't want no beef.
Hey, I see y'all here. He making rounds, huh?
He everywhere but where he's supposed to be. But it's all right. It's all good. Y'all be safe, man.
Get you some money, you're gonna feel different.
Straight up.
You might even, all that other advice I could have gave you, this the short version. you know, get you a couple dollars, man. You gonna feel it.
Wasn't that possible? Big shout out to SPI, Spotter Low. You know, I'm in the black box, had to come through, tap in, show love one time. Yeah, y'all make sure y'all subscribe. Stay tuned, all that.